Please be advised, everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and my opinions and are subjective. I must advise you to do your own research. All media used was found on the public domain and are fair use and fair dealing. Hello, this is Mahogany Spirit coming to you from the UK. Today I'm going to be discussing all things royal. I do cover a variety of topics, but today I'm going to be discussing all things royal. I'm going to be talking about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan Markle. I'm going to delve into Harry's relationship with Prince William. They were extremely close brothers and extremely close growing up. Harry always looked to William for leadership, but they were also very competitive. There is that competitive element if you look at their relationship over the years. They're constantly competitive. William went off to St Andrews. Harry did not go off to university. He went straight into the army. So they both took completely different routes. William, being extremely bright, therefore went off to St Andrews, and Harry went off to the army. That's not to say that Harry's stupid, but we've subsequently seen, I think, that Harry does lack intelligence. So, Harry and Meghan are now living in their Beverly Hills mansion in LA. We know that it's worth £18 million. We know who owns it. It's the mogul Tyler Perry, who is a billionaire. Harry and Meghan are living in this £18 million mansion. They was set up and put there, and it was all organised by none other than Oprah Winfrey herself. We know this. This is all very factual stuff, but if you look at my previous videos, you will see that I have stated that. Well, let's crack on. Harry apparently on the 7th of May allegedly called his brother begging to return to the UK. He stated that he was not happy in the LA mansion. He was not happy in Beverly Hills. He felt he had no privacy. He felt that he was being spied upon. Various drones were flying overhead, and allegedly he was extremely distressed. He allegedly yelled down the phone at Prince William, as to which Prince William had to remind him of the fact that he had actually left the UK and did not want to be part of the royal family, and that he wanted a private life. Harry allegedly had a massive row with William and then broke down and cried. This is all alleged stuff. I do have a source which is quite reliable, but I'm not going to say it's 100% factual. It is alleged that he actually ended up breaking down and crying. He said that the mansion was just simply not up to standards, and that basically it was in need of repair, and that him and Meghan were finding it extremely difficult. The mansion did not have sufficient air conditioning. He just reeled off so many problems within the mansion itself. It was just unbelievable. Now, as you know, William, Kate, Sophie of Wessex, with her husband Edward, have been at the forefront and leading the way with regards to this pandemic. They've been doing their charity work. They've been raising awareness. They have been raising money even, and they've been delivering food parcels. They've really stepped up their ante. They've been doing Skype calls. There hasn't been a week that's gone past where Kate and William, Sophie and Edwards have been doing something, because Sophie and Edwards have now picked up the baton in the UK for Meghan and Harry. Yeah, they've had to take on loads of their charity work, and they've had to really represent and step up because obviously they're having to cover the fact that Harry and Meghan aren't in the UK and do not want to do that job any longer. So Sophie of Wessex and Edward have taken up that baton and they're doing that work. Because if you remember, Meghan and Harry wanted a private life. But it's strange because since they've left the UK, went to Canada and then subsequently moved on to LA, they've just constantly been in the media. And it has been literally weekly. We had Harry with the blunder 2 weeks ago, saying that the pandemic in the UK is not that bad. He thinks the numbers are inflated. We then have him talking about thriving, not just surviving. This was a few days ago. And now we have this desperate call that he's made to William, begging to come back to the UK. So what is it, Harry? You know, people wonder. And then you've got the wife, Meghan Markle, who says, no one asks me if I'm okay. Sorry for the pathetic American accent, but this is what she stated. No one even asks me if I'm okay. Now, she is in LA, surrounded by people that are asking her if she's okay. I'm sure she's being asked that question. I'm sure Omid Scooby, who's writing the book Finding Freedom, which Meghan Markle is extremely annoyed about its release date, is asking her if she's okay. She's receiving all of this attention which she so desperately wanted. And it is in private. It's only the couple themselves that are actually releasing this information to the British general public, worldwide, to the taxpayer. And it's extremely misguided because we never, ever, ever saw Princess Diana, in the midst of doing charity work, lose focus of those that she was there to represent and serve, talking about herself. She never, ever done that. But here we have Prince Harry and Meghan Markle talking about themselves in the midst of a global pandemic. It's just constant with these guys. They just can't get it right. They can't get anything right whatsoever. And it's so disappointing because they're so out of touch. I really wish they would take a step back and consider the British taxpayer, because we know we're still paying for them. They're receiving money for security. Yes, they are. They are actually funding this book, Finding Freedom. Anyone would think that they were actually exiled to Robin Hood Island and were actually imprisoned with that title, Finding Freedom. They never went through what Nelson Mandela went through. So why title their book Finding Freedom? Why authorise a book like that to be titled Finding Freedom when they've literally gone from Frogmore Cottage to Vancouver, from Vancouver to LA, and they've done all of these moves on private jets, yet they talk about climate change. How can they talk about climate change and the carbon footprint when they're residing in a house that, not house, excuse my language, mansion that has 18 bathrooms? How can they talk about climate change? So they need a mansion with 18 bathrooms, and you've got Harry, Meghan and baby Archie. Really? 3 mansions they've been in, paid for by the British taxpayer. Oh, sorry, 2 mansions paid for by the British taxpayer. Vancouver and Frogmore Cottage. Guys, tell me what you think, because I just think it's absolutely ridiculous. The book's called Finding Freedom. They've got the documentary coming out, which they're doing alongside Oprah. They're not happy about the release date, which is August. They want all of that speeded up because Meghan's desperate to get her opinion out as to why she left the monarchy, why she had to leave Britain. But I thought she made it clear. I thought that Harry had made it clear. They don't acknowledge the fact that they never invited their father to that wedding. They don't acknowledge the pain that they've caused within their own circle with Samantha Markle. They don't acknowledge any of that at all. They just want to get their opinion across. They're not even concerned about the global pandemic. I mean, they went out 2 days in a trot around LA and handed out 20 meals, and that was kind of it. Now Harry's in a rage because he's in Beverly Hills in a mansion. He's being left alone along with his wife. It's not good enough. He wants to come back because he's not happy because a few drones are flying overhead. Well, Harry, you left. You left and you walked off. You've got no respect for your family. You've got your aunt, your uncle, Princess Anne out there. She's had to pick up the baton for you. You've got your dad, your older brother, your sister and your uncle out there working while you're in Beverly Hills complaining. And you're in an £18 million mansion with a pool. Your wife's mulling over scripts, as we all know. It's just beggars belief. It really is. It's beggars belief. It's such a shock to the system to see this pair, and it's such a disappointment because I'm sure Princess Diana would not have wanted that for her boy. She would not have wanted that for her boy. But unfortunately, that's the life that he's chosen. And, you know, you make your bed, you lie in it, Harry. Anyway, tell me what you think, what are your opinions on this whole situation with Prince Harry and Meghan. And what do you honestly feel? Should William reshuffle or try and get his father to reshuffle to make space for Harry and Meghan to return? Do you think that should happen? Or do you just feel that they should just get on with what they're doing because we are in a global pandemic? And, you know, now we're faced with returning back to work. We just don't know whether there's going to be a second spike or what. We're all returning back to work. What do you think? Let me know. Comments below. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.